there were dishes, and I had to clean up the dishes, and, you know, things kind of got away from me. Okay. We're going to be continuing working on the art that I was working on last stream. So, let us transition. Okay. Where we last left off, I was doing the lines, and then this was gonna get shoved over into GIMP afterwards. Nice to know that my pressure still works, even though GIMP is like really fickle. If you don't have your tablet plugged in the moment that you, if you don't have your tablet plugged in like the moment that you turn on the thing or decide to turn on GIMP, it'll be like, no, you have to restart. You have to close the whole program and then plug in your tablet and then do it all over again. Not this pen. Not that pen either. You know what? I'll use the turnip pen. I always use the turnip pen. It's probably the most similar to the pen that I already use, but a little like there's it's 100% opacity the entire time. You know, I kind of want to, I've been like looking at this and I'm kind of not super happy with what this looks like at its default pose, so I think I might like rotate it a little bit so I hate it less. I feel like it's just very straight up and down like this, so I kind of want to make it a little flowier, you know, a little more askew to draw some more visual interest. Yeah, I just woke up like maybe like an hour and a half ago. My sleep schedule's bad, guys. I had finished classes in the morning. I felt pretty awake. I was like, I could probably stay up. And then I thought, no, I haven't gotten any sleep. I should go to sleep. And then I fell asleep. I slept for probably a normal amount of time. I got like 6 hours of sleep. So not great, but you know, it's passable. But you know, instead of immediately going to sleep like I was originally planning to, I decided I'm gonna play like a game of Hades. And I haven't played Hades in a while, but I did say that if I finished today, like if I finished work on Venti costume swap today, then I would play Hades with any remaining time left I had. Or if I finish it early, then I'm gonna just play Hades for the remainder of whatever stream I'd be doing. And I thought, like, I haven't played Hades in months. I should like do a warm-up run, like a couple warm-up runs before I just like toss myself in and then look like an idiot because I don't remember how to do anything. And let me tell you, man, I struggled. I struggled in the early sections pretty bad. I felt so, oh my god, I felt embarrassed because I died to, who is it? Which one of the sisters? I think it was Electo. I died to Electo. And the annoying thing was, like, I died to her, and then as soon as I respawned, I killed her. Like, it just to survive that. But yeah, I kept losing death defiances to really stupid things, but I was kind of lucky. Not super lucky, because I had to, well, Okay, I should walk you through this like a normal narrative as opposed to trying to like piece together a bunch of disparate parts. Oh, hello. Yeah, sorry, I was just rambling on about a game I was playing. God, I haven't played this game in so long, and thank you. Yeah, I haven't made much progress on it since then. I just added the cape-ish portions. I literally just woke up, like not too long ago, and this is my immediate thought was like, I need to finish this drawing. It was that, and like, man, I'm hungry. Because of my terrible sleep schedule, I never know when it's appropriate time to eat, and so I usually will go like all night eating things that I think are meals, and then as soon as I wake up, I'm like, those weren't meals. I should have probably eaten something normal. Wait, why am I doing it like this? I can do something way easier than I did last time. Alternatively, I can just steal the lyre that I drew last time. Wait a minute. Yeah, I just woke up. My sleep schedule's bad. I said that I was gonna go to sleep last night, but in reality, I just, I was just reading all the materials for the class I had at like 9 a.m. because I, don't do that. I don't do that at like a normal time. And, given how weird my sleep schedule is, I'm probably gonna be up all night, which is fine because I'm doing like a study group with my friend who is also has a terrible sleep schedule. Yeah, it's unfortunate. The annoying thing about this is that I had a normal sleep schedule for like 2 weeks before class started, but as soon as class started, I was like, I had my bad sleep schedule back. Like, what is happening? This is not what I needed. Let me pull up my previous drawing so I can just steal the thing I drew from that. Because I don't want to have to draw it again. I hated drawing that. Documents. Oh god, where did I put it? Is it here? Yes, it is. Okay. There's too much going on with this stupid lyre. I don't want to have to draw it again. And it's fine. I haven't released this art before. Yeah, I'm glad that you've decided to join again. I tried coming up with like a tentative stream schedule, but we'll see how well I actually keep to that. Today was, I feel like, kind of rogue because I just wanted to finish, this. I say this like I'm not the slowest ass painter in the world, and so it's gonna take me like many hours, but, okay. Where did I put that? Okay, here's what I was drawing before, but didn't want to draw the arms. So I'm just gonna steal this. Oh, this is kind of hard to see without a white background. I have to erase all the stuff that's behind it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I always worry that I'm gonna stream at like really weird times, because I specifically just try to stream not when streamers I watch are on, but like I worry that like, wait, but my friends watch other people, so like I don't want to be obtrusive to them. Although me and my friends have had like multi-streaming parties where we just like throw on a bunch of streamers at the same time and it's kind of chaotic, but you know. I hope that's an actual eraser. Where is the... Okay. Yeah, so how has your day been? Stupid lyre strings. I have to draw around them. Okay. Pretty good. I went to class, or virtually I went to class, and we were just talking about philosophy and things like that. We're talking about, I think like existentialism or something. I'm a little unclear. I enjoy philosophy, but I'm not great at it. The reading is a bit abstract, which I guess is kind of the point. But it was really funny to hear my professor say something like, oh, what did he say? He was, I think he was like quoting the title of the text, which was just something like, human life is meaningless. Yeah, I'm not super great with, I'm only taking this class because it's a required core credit. I am in like a STEM major, like degree, but you know, I think the humanities are important, so especially philosophy. Philosophy and ethics are probably like, everybody should take things like that. If not philosophy, then definitely ethics, because oh my god, people, I know so many STEM majors, people think they can get away with so much. They're like, they never think about if they should, just if it's cool. And I'm like, I get that impulse, but maybe consider. Yeah, so that was fun for hearing my professor say something like, life is meaningless. I mean, not that he necessarily believed it, he was just kind of like getting at the point of a certain text. That's like an oversimplification of the text, but you know, it was the joke, is that sounded a little like absurdist, but it was a valid point of viewing the world, I guess. Yeah, that's nice that you're doing good. I hope nothing more than everyone's having a nice day. Yeah. Speaking of my STEM classes, we're working on like a project for my, it's essentially the equivalent of my senior thesis project. And we were having like discussions because we have to finalize the budget for the project we've been working on for like many months by Friday. And we've mostly got everything down, but everything that we sourced, like we sourced basically all of our materials for the project like a month ago or 2 months ago or something like that, and they just ran out of things at some point. They like ran out of stock from the websites we were purchasing from. So we spent 40 minutes dead ass debating where we were going to buy a plastic bottle from. It feels very silly, but I feel like this is the type of things that like we nitpick. Yeah, so like I'm not gonna get too into our project, but essentially part of it is there's like an injection thing on it, and it like injects fluid into like a certain like surface, but you need to have a place to store the fluid, and we wanted to have something that was like not gigantic, because a bunch of the bottles we were finding from like supply stores were like gallons, and like we only need a quart. Maybe like a pint, who knows. But we also needed to be able to like clip onto things, because it needs to be able to like attach onto our like little attachment device, because it's supposed to be worn around your waist. and it needed to like, and if it didn't have a clip, then it needed to be like the correct like bottle shape. And so we just kept running around like the internet trying to look for adequate bottles. The cap also needed to be flat because we were drilling something into it, and then we were just, I don't know, I feel it feels really silly to spend 40 minutes trying to look for like the correct bottle, but that's exactly what we did. Okay, I hope to God this is at the right perspective. I mean, I can just warp it, but like, I'm gonna have to redraw parts of it. I'm just gonna make this on its own separate layer until I feel confident that I cannot heck up the rest of it. Oh, I feel you. I mean, it's probably not as cold here as it is there, but you know, the fun thing about living in the northern hemisphere during winter. Okay, where's the perspective tool? I'm like still trying to figure out all the tools of this, so I'm sorry you have to watch me figure everything out. Scale, rotate, fill. Where is the... Oh, there we go. Okay, perspective. Let us fix this because it's at the wrong angle. This is not the way that I want it to go. TBH, I drew this at like such a weird, it's like not, the perspective isn't even correct anyway, so there's only so much I can do with this. An armor suit, oh my gosh, that sounds cool. My parents aren't super like craft and technology savvy. So most of these things have been just my siblings like buying me random items to just make things out of. That reminds me, my brother got me like an Arduino like project guide that was supposed to like teach you step by step, like get you through projects and like figure out how to use an Arduino. But he said like next year I'll get you the Arduino because he didn't actually get me one along with it. He was just supposed to learn it and then he'd come back to me, which I thought was kind of funny. I still have yet to get the Arduino. But yeah, aside from that, my parents don't, they're like, you do engineering, but we don't really get what else like you're doing with your time and your hobbies. Like, okay. Okay, this should get erased down here, and they can erase all the ugly perspective that I hecked up. Now I should probably fix this section, because there's supposed to be, I think the leg is too long. Ooh, nice. What kind of materials are you making it out of? I'm not super familiar with like airsoft, so I don't know like how hard does this need to be? I really like to make like my own sort of armor set, but mostly for like cosplay purposes. But damn, is it hard to make. I'm so bad when it comes to like foam crafting, which is mostly what people make their armor sets out of, because making them out of any other material for just costume purposes would be way too heavy. I have so much random like EVA foam, but no ability to like shape it or anything. I don't have like a Dremel or like any easy way to cut it. I have to just straight up use like a kitchen knife, which is probably bad for the knife. It doesn't leave very clean cuts. I will say that. Oh damn, okay, that's like a real ass suit. Yeah, oh my gosh. The more and more skills you reveal, I'm so impressed. Okay, time to do the stupid pattern on the other side. Wait, is it gonna be blocked? No, not entirely. Okay, I'll do like a really simple pattern. I'm not gonna do this over here. It's on eraser. It's like, why is it not doing anything? Need to make that larger. Yeah, that's fair. One of the people often forget, I feel like, when making wearable it's a strange thing, but like I know a lot of people who've done stuff like this. They have a cool idea for like a wearable item, and then they just completely forget that you have to move around in it. You'd feel like that's like your number one, like, obviously aside from the like main function, is that you would want to make something that you can actually wear and doesn't just like look good, and you take whatever like Instagram photos to say like, hey, I made this. You gotta actually, you know, make it a functioning item. Okay. Now I could probably work on the lyre. Nice. Was there any particular reason that you like decided to pick that up as a project, or was it just kind of like, hey, you know what would be cool to do this, and then you just kind of ran with it? Okay, let's see. This perspective is still wrong, but I'm starting to care about it less and less. Oh, nice. Yeah, hopefully when everything gets all better out, you can have a great tournament, because that sounds like a lot of fun. Jeez, oh my god, that's a lot of people. That's a lot bigger than what I was expecting. But that sounds even cooler. Is this like a some sort of like league that already existed, or was it just like you and a bunch of friends recruited a bunch of other people to like join you? Not to say that someone can't have 40 friends. I just would struggle to find 40 friends who share similar interests.
The sun is out. Shall we take a stroll?
Wait a minute, I just realized something. Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm just like looking at my layout and I don't think one of my widgets is working properly. Nice, nice. What am I missing here? Oh, that sounds super cool. Abandoned schools. Man, I wish there were just random abandoned places that we could like hold cool things in, but alas, there are a few abandoned buildings, but they've become kind of known for hosting like illegal activities, so there are usually like cops around there, so we can't do anything fun and rebellious like that. Man, I wish I could organize like a large scale sort of event like that. There was a thing at my high school, not airsoft, but what was it? I think it was like literally, it was called like Senior Assassins, and it's all seniors who paid into the tournament. We're all like given a target or something, and they all had to like hit their target with like a specific object. I think it was just like any Nerf product, so it could be like Nerf guns or a Nerf football, which is pretty, I will say, is pretty tricky. But because you could just like toss someone a football and say like, oh, you got hit. But it was essentially like this whole like big tag-ish type game. But I've been wanting to do something like it with a bunch of friends ever since, but it's a little bit tricky to organize, just given how many people that you would need to be in it. Because if I recall correctly, there were about like 40 to 50 people playing. I never got to play because they switched it from like seniors only to like people in a special program only, and I was also hardly ever hanging out with other people outside of school, so I feel like it would have made for a not necessarily fun tournament. You gotta shoot guns at a range. Jeez. Now, our criminal justice class at my high school, I didn't take it, but I did have a sibling that took it and a best friend that took it. They had to go to real, they had to sit on real trials and then just be subjected to all the gruesome photos that they would show in court. Oh, jeez. Plus, no one liked the teacher of that class. She was like teacher of like so many different things. It was very strange because she was the graphic design teacher and like some other like weird elective that had nothing to do with her other electives. Oh, it was graphic design, finance, and criminal justice. Yeah, no, I don't think they would have allowed that at my at my school. There's too many stupid people at my school, TBH. They would definitely try. They would definitely do something stupid. I don't want to sound like all stuck up about like the teenagers at my high school, but man, because I took college and high school simultaneously, going from high school or going from college courses for 4 days a week to a high school course 1 day a week, and then just being there, it felt so different. People would be running and screaming in the halls or saying like the stupidest stuff in class, and not even like, oh, it's just like dumb memes or whatever. It would just be like, man, these people have no critical reasoning skills. I don't know. I don't trust anyone at that high school further than I could throw them. Yeah, I'm not a big gun person, but I won't lie, that does sound kind of cool. I feel like if it's in a controlled environment, I'm like more chill with it. I would still be anxious as heck because I always feel like I'm gonna mess something up, but in theory, that sounds like a really cool trip if people are responsible about it. And the way that you're talking about it, like lightly, makes it sound like people were. So I'm glad about that. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. This hand is like nowhere close to the strings, but I don't care. Nice, nice. Wait, am I wearing... I genuinely forgot if my... Am I wearing gloves? You know what? Venti doesn't wear gloves, so I'll just say I'm not wearing gloves for this. I love drawing fingernails, but I hardly ever get an opportunity to draw them, because a lot of the characters I like all wear gloves, and it's kind of obnoxious. Jeez. Yeah, I would have definitely stepped away. Dang, that sounds... that sounds like kind of overwhelming, TBH. But you know, whatever gets the people excited, I guess. Yeah, that's the problem with any big guns. Like, I feel like not enough media addresses like the kind of A, the weight, and B, like the kickback you get on them. You gotta be like really grounded. I say as someone who has not fired a gun but knows a lot of people who have. Jeez, yeah. I'm assuming before this they did all sorts of like safety training and things like that. Like, okay, we're gonna give you guns, but like, please be chill about it. Oh my god, I could not even imagine my school like agreeing to that. They like won't allow us to take our own medication. Unless you have like a bunch of paper signed, and then like someone has to like give it to you. So I can't imagine the school being okay with like, here's a gun. Or I know it's not the school giving it necessarily, but taking you on a field trip where that would be the case. Nice, nice. Why does this look less weird when there are not the correct number of fingers? I hate this. It's because the perspective looks a little strange. This is gonna get painted over anyway, so I feel less bad about, like, messing this all up. Okay, time to figure out... Actually, no, I'm gonna... Maybe I shouldn't have erased everything beforehand. Should I move this, like, closer? Where would I hold it? It would be, like, up here. That looks wrong. It would need to be down here, and I guess I could just, like, sneak my fingers in at the bottom. I'll just keep it at the really dumb positioning where it doesn't belong. Nice. It's pretty impressive. Had you shot a gun before that time, or was it somehow lucky hit? One of these days I'm gonna stop liking characters that have so many, like, ruffly details on them. I look at my OCs and I see how many ruffly details they have on themselves. This thumb is, like, way too far down on this hand. Your thumb comes up, like, I mean, I guess it does come up around, like, your second knuckle, but, like, it seems a little low. I like giving characters long fingers, but I think that was a little much. And I'll just pretend, because I just realized that I didn't draw the hands on the other side. I'll just put in some beans over here. They can be fingers. This is what I do for anytime there's anytime there's, like, someone holding something and it's just at the very edge. I'm like, it's like the hint of a finger. People will get it. Put, like, little nails maybe or something that'll be clearer what they are. This looks so silly. They just look little orbs at the bottom. I'll figure it out. I think I have, like, one more thing to do before coloring. So now I have to do, like, these little pom-poms. Who is the reference picture? Oh yeah, and the diamonds, and, like, whatever this weird thing is at the bottom. Oh, it's a ribbon. I am a fool. Let's see. Yeah, what was I talking about before? Oh, there's like more details over here. I guess I'll just ignore them for now because they're kind of on the opposite side of what I already drew. Oh yeah, I was playing Hades. Haven't played it in months. Started playing it again. I've never gotten through a full run through of Hades before. I always I've gotten really close a couple times, but I've literally never beaten Hades. Stupid dad. Always killing me when I'm trying to escape. But I finally did. I was extremely lucky that I managed to get enough things that regenerated my health that it counteracted the fact that I was dying constantly. I'm not the best at this game. But am I gonna be able to ever do it again and get the full ending? Because you need to beat, I think you need to beat the final boss like 10 times to get the epilogue, I think. I'm not sure, I haven't tried spoiling myself too much on it. I don't really care about spoilers, but I'm not purposely looking for them. Let's see. But I was really excited to see Persephone at the end of it. Her voice is really cute. I hadn't heard her voice before, and I mean all the voice acting in Hades is really good, but I don't know, I just thought her voice was extremely charming. I had a lot of elements of, I feel like, her son's sort of demeanor, just as her design and everything in general, but I can't wait to do another run through and get back to her. I say this, but I know I'm gonna struggle with it so badly. I'm just not good at this game. People would say oh, but there's an easy mode, you should just turn it on. I refuse to. But I would like to play more of it sometime soon. I have it on my schedule to play on sometime. Friday? What day do I forgot. I set up my schedule just so I could forget it. Set it and forget it shouldn't work with things I actively have to be doing. Okay. Little diamond over here. Oh god, this is the ugliest little thing. I'm just very glad that a lot of these smaller details are just gonna get they're gonna get fixed in post, I guess. Because I am bad at lining things. Thank you. Yeah, it just doesn't look quite as clean or even as I would like it to. Even if I think it's acceptable, I could post this line art and not feel bad about it, but I haven't done really full clean art in a while, fully painted and clean art, so I kind of want to make this, you know, something nice. Oh my god, my portfolio is so I don't want to say out of date, I just feel I haven't drawn anything as nice as I had before. Like, I think the last time I updated it with a new piece was like 2019. At 2021, I feel like I should have drawn more. That's something. I might add a second section of my portfolio though. Because I have like a different style that I'm using that I like enjoy, but I just don't think it's, I don't know, I don't consider it necessarily my best work, but I feel like it's still a style that others might be looking for when I apply to projects and stuff. And I still think it looks nice, and it's definitely a lot lower effort. That's kind of my problem, is that like I don't spend like 16 hours trying to draw one piece. So I'm like, oh, this is just good, and so I like don't feel like it's worthy of like attention or like being put in my portfolio. But you know, I still like how it looks, so maybe it should be put in there somewhere. Not to mention, it would kind of, I feel like there's, from what I understand about people who run like projects, like art projects, like zines and tarot decks and stuff like that, any online art project you have to apply for, from my personal experience, and knowing people who have applied to these projects before, they do like, not necessarily, they like variety in the portfolio. I mean, they kind of want to see you draw consistently well, but and know that you can deliver in the same style repeatedly and consistently, but they like variety in the project itself. Like, obviously they'll oftentimes, like, they have a certain mood that they want to communicate, and so certain styles might not necessarily be their top priority, but I feel like there's a lot of people who do painting type styles, so maybe I should expand outside of just painting for my portfolio, or just show off that I can do multiple different styles. But alas, I don't really want to, I'm a little worried about updating my portfolio right now. Not that I'm like, not that I'm necessarily like applying to projects right now that I'd worry me changing it around would look weird, but just that I don't know, I'm like still not completely sold on the idea of this, of like having a separate section, just because I like don't feel like I'm good enough in that section yet. Okay, is this the line art done? Is it? Okay, let me turn off. I think it is. Okay, I guess it's time to do the flats, and then I'll be transferring this into another program, and then hopefully being smarter than last time and just showing off all my streaming setup. Okay, am I missing anything over here? Yes, I am. I like how the selection tool in CSP automatically will like tuck it in like about a pixel, which I always have to manually do in GIMP, which is annoying, but you know, same effect, just it takes a little longer. I think that's it. Yeah, you can see it like is inside of the like lined layer, which is nice, because typically I have like a lot of like weird things at the edges, so like this right here, and I don't really need to have it be completely like covered by like another color layer underneath it. Time to, I forgot how invert. Oh shoot. Yeah, I thought this would happen. Where do I color? There we go. It's time to begin working on this, on Little Be Me. Okay, I'm actually gonna pull up my sprite. Where's my keyboard? Why is it over on my bed? Yeah, my laptop keyboard is not working for some reason, so I have to been using an external keyboard this entire time. But sometimes I will just leave it in places that it does not belong. Right, okay. Got the keyboard. Yeah, I haven't done painting in a while. Like, I tried doing some, like, value painting the other night, but I honestly did not like how it looked, at all. Yeah, I haven't, I'm primarily a digital painter, as I kind of said before, but it's, you know, it's very clear after a certain amount of time, if you haven't done it in a while, it becomes a skill you must relearn, and alas, I've kind of losing touch with that skill. Oh, I forgot, I'm just taking the inner colors. And then I'm gonna take my own colors for everything else. Where is my assets? I always think that it's like in my art assets, but it's actually in my video assets, because I put all my streaming stuff in one folder. Man, shoot, I don't think I have anything saved with my base colors. So I'll just have to, that's really, I like put a warm filter over literally everything. So I'll just extrapolate off of this. It has basically all this colors anyway, and then I'll just make them a little less warm. Oh yeah, it's very orange. Gonna make the shoes a bit brown, well, a little less warm. Then this is, it's like kind of hard to tell when I'm like putting in the correct shade of yellow in this area. And then it's gonna be gold. Heck, I didn't really think about that, did I? Gold is more of like a, I'll just change the color a bit. just get fixed fixed when I do render to be like actually gold and not like this weird gray color. And then brown I already have. Am I missing something else? I think there's probably gold detail I'm gonna have to add, but thank you. Let's see. And then it's yellow, or it's green on the outside. And then it's gonna be black on the ribbon. And then gold on the center because I have my own ribbon. I have my skin color over here because I always mess that up. That looks very orange. Oh my god. I don't want to like make it orange and then have to add like because the thing is, the reason it's so orange is I add filters on top of it. So if I add filters on top of a skin that's already orange, I'm just gonna look. I'm gonna look like a certain someone. This paint bucket tool is like way better than any other one that I've used before because it's actually smart. And it's, if it sees a pixel, like a singular pixel out of place, it knows to stop. As opposed to like, oh, we're gonna escape. No tiny little hole must go there. As opposed to thinking like, huh, maybe it's accidental. I know that like it's a lot similar to go by like a binary system of like it's a closed loop versus it's not a closed loop, as opposed to like, is there enough of a gap here? And then trying to figure out where to draw in that gap. But it's still, oh my god, it's so nice to have this little quality of life change. Okay, what is... Oh, don't want to do that. Okay, I have to make my eyes not yellow so it doesn't look like I have jaundice. I mean, my eyes are like gold colored, but not like this. Not the entire eye. Same with my teeth. Better brush them. Okay, normal people I think would use a clipping mask, but I still don't really get, I'm like not familiar with using them. Like I understand how they work, but I don't really like setting them up. This functionally achieves the same thing anyway. Like, there are gonna be slight technical differences, especially if you want to like end up expanding the area that you were coloring in, but I don't care enough. Not even sure what this back section is. I'm assuming it's the hair. I feel kind of silly having like little antenna coming out underneath like a hat, but you know what? If MiHoYo can put like Rex Lapis, who has a long ass ponytail, and give him a hole for his ponytail and his hood, then I feel justified in putting, like, hiding where the little antenna come out. This is still too orange. Oh, that is gray. Okay, that's a lot more neutral, that's better. It will become orangified again, but not at the moment. People don't yell it when people have like little holes for cat ears on like whatever Catboy hoodie, so I shouldn't feel should I give myself a GeoVision or an Anovision? I kind of think I should be an Anovision because I'm basing it off of Venti, but GeoVision would be a better color palette. This is why I had a poll on my Twitter that was like, which Archon should I draw myself as? Because I am bad at deciding. Wait, why am I color picking? Or I can just do it like this. Why is it blue? I thought it was supposed to be green. I guess it's just the lighting. Designated gold color. Make it a warmer gold as opposed to like a really pale gold. I feel like I'm saying it too often, like I'll fix this in post. There we go. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, kind of what I wanted these streams to be for like drawing streams was like a draw with me type thing. So like, don't feel obligated to like keep the conversation up. But yeah, that's really exciting that you're working on your comic. Even, I don't know, whenever I like see someone else draw, I feel really motivated to draw myself. What is happening? But as soon as that like initial rush ends, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. What color is the little gems? Oh, he has like gold buttons. Man, this is what makes me glad that I'm not cosplaying him. It's just like all these stupid little details I have to keep track of. I would like to cosplay him at some point, but yeah, I don't know. Plus, a lot of my friends are cosplaying him, and not to say that people can't cosplay the same exact thing, but I would prefer to pick a character that is getting a little less love. So, why is there like a section down here that's not in? There's just like a section that like exited the line, and I don't know why. There's no, it's not present anywhere else, so it's not like I shifted the whole line art or something. Okay. That's an eraser. Yeah, I just want to get rid of all of that coloring you've been doing. Totally. Dark green, so I'll pick a brown color then. You know what, I think I'm gonna reverse these. Make this the dark brown. And then make this the lighter brown. That looks better. I feel like if I'm gonna put in the green accents, I should probably make the little thing at the center like blue-green. I'd say green. This is very blatantly blue. I know it's like the weird cyan color in the middle, or not cyan, teal color in the middle, but it's, to me, this reads more as blue than green. I like the accents of the blue. I just kind of wanted to keep more of my own details. Greenish mixed with lime. Interesting. Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. I have to look at something. Because I just realized my laptop monitor has really desaturated colors, so none of these colors might be accurate. So I might... Give me a second. Because I'm looking at my Streamlabs now, and the colors look way different than what's on my laptop screen. Oh no. Oh yeah, these colors look so different. Oh no. I'll just fix it when I port it over to my second program. Because those will be displayed on my second monitor, which is more accurate to most screens. Yeah, this looks a little mucky. My laptop screen is notorious for desaturating things, and it's very obnoxious. So when I think like a color looks a little mild, it'll be like really intense, and I didn't even realize. I mean, it doesn't look like too far off on my like secondary screen, but it's not the colors I was going for. Okay, like this and this. And time for what's next? Oh, there's a belt that I didn't draw, but that's okay. Doesn't super matter. I feel like you can just generally tell the implication is there. Oh, that's my finger. Oh, it's too similar. Actually, kind of want that to be orangey-er. Too orangey. Okay, now trying to figure out the... I might just color pick and steal. Okay, I guess now it's just coloring all of the stuff that needs to be colored in. One day I'm gonna find more streaming music. I feel bad just looping the same playlist over and over again for... I mean, it's an hour playlist, but I feel like if I end up streaming for like 3 hours and people are already familiar with the music, it might get a little annoying. There's always stream beats, but I've listened to the stream beats playlist over and over again. Oh my god. I used to have, when I was streaming on YouTube, I had like a playlist that was called like the same goddamn playlist you listen to over and over again. Because I would listen to the same, and let me tell you, this is a lot for me, 40 songs over and over again, because I don't like, I don't find new music or like listen to a lot of new music. I just find like the same 3 songs I like listening to, and I will play them to death. So I have to like, I'm specifically curating playlists, so other people don't have to suffer with me. Because I remember when I was in high school, I was taking a trip and I fell asleep and everyone could hear my music because my headphones were too loud. And when I woke up, everyone was, okay, I was like half asleep and half awake. But no one pointed out to me that they could hear my music. Because I guess they just thought I was straight up asleep. But I was listening, I was jamming out to the same 1-minute song for an hour. And then when I woke up, people were like, damn, like, do you listen to any other music? So I try making a point when other people are listening to music with me that I actually try to have a variety. God, I'm like thinking about the when I got really into Hamilton. I wasn't like super into it, but I just like watched it on Disney Plus and I just couldn't get the music out of my head, so I kept listening to it over and over and over again. To the point I had like a tracker where it's just like, how many times have you listened to Hamilton? I think I like deleted the tracker, so I don't actually know the exact number, but I will say there was a point where I listened to Hamilton's soundtrack 3 times in one day, which I believe it's like a 2.5-hour show. So, I mean, I guess there's like variety because it's a 2.5-hour show, but still, it's the same show for, what would that be? 7.5 hours. Ooh, NC. Okay, I'll look at that. Yeah, I know that I have like some streaming resources where people have like databases of music that you can use, but sometimes they'll like change their policy, and so I don't, or like you have to buy a license first, so I don't want to accidentally like get, I don't want to accidentally use someone's music that I didn't mean to do. I don't mean to wrong you. I say this, but I am playing copyrighted music right now. I mean, all music is copyrighted, but I am using music that is I do not technically have the right to use. But I don't know, I've seen affiliate people get away with this, so I don't feel too bad. I don't really have a Discord server right now. It mostly just like my personal one or like ones that I run for specific gaming communities. So no community ones. Unless you're interested in Genshin Impact, then I have a Genshin Impact Discord server. Or an Among Us server, but that's literally it. I don't have enough of a community to to really need one at the moment. Yeah, I mean, if you'd like the link to the Among Us server, I can send it over. We haven't played Among Us in a while though, because everyone's back at school. But you know, or there's like 2 different servers I'm in, and half the time people will host it in one, and half the time they'll host it in mine. Hey, that's fair. It's not for everyone. I have a lot of criticisms of it, but the stupid game got my money, so I feel like I'm obligated to keep playing it. I've literally never spent money on a gacha game in my life, and I refuse to. But then I was just like, I really need a weapon. I have like a good character I'd like using, but I have no weapon, so I guess I'm gonna pay to get a weapon. Oh, it wasn't like I was paying for the gacha elements. I was only paying to get stuff that I was guaranteed to get. But still, not great for me. Let's see. Here is... Oh, I probably need to fix the shirt. I was like, why is this so yellow still? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm still like pre-debut on everything. I'm still like getting used to working with my my sort of like streaming setup. Not that I haven't streamed before, but I'm trying to get more used to like having a schedule and like trying to create content weekly. I don't want to burn myself out on it, but I am trying to put an effort into like actually stream seriously as opposed to just a like whenever stream type of person, just like for fun. I didn't have a lot of carryover from my main account because that was mostly just like my friends, but I'm slowly getting in like the VTubing community, so hopefully I don't want to say like, oh, I'll get a lot of followers, but like hopefully I'll make more friends in here, and then we can drop by each other's streams and stuff. And then I'll make these yellowish, probably like more of a pale yellow. I'll just and then I'll like blend it out later. But yeah, I'm not like super concerned about like gaining a bunch of followers, but it would be nice to have at least a regular set of people who watch me stream. Yeah, I'm not too like concerned with being like famous or something. That thought of that kind of stresses me out, which is why I have like a lot of notifications disabled on all my devices. I have basically you can't unless I stumble upon your comment because it's like recent, like I do not see what people tell me on Twitter. I don't see the numbers. I don't see when people retweet things from me, or whatever, because that whole thing stresses me out a lot. But I do like talking to people, and that's kind of the only thing I'm worried of. Not really worried, but that's the only thing I really want to get out of streaming, is just have people to talk to and like have a little community where we can hang out. Okay, I'm missing a line, but that's okay, I'll just draw it in. I think that's good on flats, if I'm not mistaken. Oh wait, no, that's not good on flats. I need to do these lines right here. Almost got on flats, and then I need to clean up some stuff, but we're almost there. Come on. And then you can see how messy the fingers are because there's so many random yellow lines around it. Okay. And then we can work on my favorite part. Well, my favorite part is renderings, but I have to do shading first. But we're almost to my favorite part of drawing. I think... Oh, I have to make this white. So many, like, things that I don't notice until I say I'm done, and then I realize I'm not. I feel like, I know a lot of like artists on Twitter make the joke of like I don't notice a mistake until like I'm done with the drawing and I post it. But here's the thing. Here's the trick. You have a secondary account where like a few people can see it or whatever, like your friends or something, and you just post it there. And then usually that's when I'll catch the mistakes. And then if I don't catch the mistakes, then my friends will catch the mistakes. Or like share it with your friends on Discord or something. Something about posting it though, like seeing it in its final form out on the internet makes it so it makes it so much easier to catch all the stuff that you did wrong or missed. Hi Cam. Hello Cam. I'm glad your internet came back. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I'm like done with the flats. I'm about to like switch, back to GIMP to do things. I don't know why I said back to GIMP. I'm pretty sure I started this in, did I start this in GIMP? I honestly don't remember. I'll just watch yesterday's stream. That reminds me, I gotta upload yesterday's stream as well, because I forgot to turn on like the auto upload onto YouTube. For Twitch, I think that's a thing, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I understood it to be. No, please don't eat my hair. I don't want my hair to be eaten. Plus, it's not supposed to be French fries. They're supposed to be like honey. Wow, my like reactive sprite is really just like, if there is any noise, it will activate. Oh wait, I almost forgot one really important thing. It wasn't until I looked at my reactive sprite I realized. then I realized I have I have a facial mole. Oops. Oh my god, this is so obnoxious because it's a facial mole, but it's in the shape of a hexagon because it's a honeycomb. So I gotta like vaguely make it look like one. Cam, you're here to like yell at me if I'm forgetting design details. I don't know why you would remember more than I would, but if there's anything, wow, this just looks like a circle. If there's anything you know I forgot, feel free to yell at me. Don't worry, I have water. That's why I started the stream pretty like 10 minutes late because I was getting water and then washing the dishes. So I do have water with me. It is almost full though, so I probably should drink it because what's the point of water if you don't drink it? Oh my gosh, I was rewatching yesterday's stream and I didn't realize how often you can just hear me drinking. Like, okay, I guess I drink really close to the microphone. Oh shoot, this is the wrong... Why would you... I mean, you don't have to change it. But it's like, I don't know. I think it's a cute name. Plus, when you go into like other Twitch streams, they like, I don't know how recognized you are in other like Twitch streams as part of the community, but what do you mean it's very funny? I forgot. Did you ever tell me how you got that name? Because I don't remember if you have. Wait, why is it your childhood nickname? That has no parts of your name in it. Where does the Lecky part come from? Oh my gosh. It has your middle- wait, what? Okay, I don't think I know your middle name. I'm not gonna ask you to reveal your middle name in chat or whatever, but I don't think I know your middle name. Oh, also, Cam, this is the person you've been beaten out by first, my first follower. Say hello to plastic ass cheek. I'm gonna just do a circle and then I'll have people pretend that it's a hexagon. I like clicked on your profile and I don't know what I was expecting when I saw your icon. I mean, like, well, that's on brand. Okay, how do I... Oh no, I can't. I can't exit out. There we go. Okay, okay. Is it done? Am I missing anything? I should probably delete all the other layers because they're, or I'm gonna just put them in their own folder because they're kind of unnecessary, which is, will effectively delete them when I transfer them over to GIMP, but you know. Okay, and I don't think there's anything of Venti's that I'm necessarily missing. Oh, I was gonna rotate this entire thing. Oop. I'll just do that after I'm done rendering. I'm gonna like write it on a note to myself so I don't forget. Here returns my horrible penmanship. Okay, I'm gonna not accidentally show my Streamlabs. I'm gonna go to the break thing. I have a question. It's not showing up on my Streamlabs, but is the chat showing up on the like on the actual stream itself? RIP Cam. Yeah, I was asking if the chat was showing up on stream because I thought I had set it up, but I don't see it on Streamlabs, but I feel like I saw it yesterday, but I'm not sure. Okay, how do I do studio mode? Oh, RIP Cam. Yeah, I hope your internet comes back soon. Okay, there we go. Time to fix these colors, oh my god. This yellow, I do not like this yellow. Colors. Maybe a little less. Just nudge it down a tiny bit so it's a little warmer. Okay, that's better. Okay. That's getting hidden. Background is getting moved because I don't know why it's like this. The shading. I will go with I think we'll go with like a cooler shade tone, and then I'll have a warm light source. I have to reset. I have to reset. My tablet isn't working because it doesn't like me. Yep, CSP is so nice. GIMP hates my very existence. It wants me to suffer because I dared choose it when I began digital art. Like, I tried showing love to you and this is what you do to me. Here we go. This should be working now. Hopefully. There we go. Okay. I don't know why the default is always set to a purple brush, but that's how I know that it's correct. I say I'm gonna go for a cooler tone, but I just use a warm purple. Probably have these tails fade out, but for now I'll just have them as a... I am gonna do a background to this, I just don't know what yet. I'll just do something that maybe matches the lighting I'm going for. I mean, I should probably figure out the background before I do the lighting, but... I mean, this is gonna end up getting divorced from that anyway, because I'm gonna use it as like a thumbnail image. I love the amount of reckless abandon I can go into just doing this and then I can fix it later. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully it'll look better after it's done being this purple mess. But here's the... This is probably gonna be too dark of a color, but yeah, that's the stand to be a little less contrast, but there was supposed to be gold trim on this hat, but who cares? Yeah, I coloring is like the one skill I have. Or at least I feel like that's my strongest skill, is coloring. I wish there was a way to like erase stuff with the hair, not the airbrush. I'm like a fiend for loving dramatic lighting and things like that, so that's why I can do shading, but that's about it. In terms of, I feel like, things that make me kind of stand out. But that's fine. I have a lot of fun with, like, dramatic lighting. It's to the point where I keep saying I'm allergic to drawing normal lighting. Like, if someone wanted me to draw someone in a neutral light, I couldn't. Because I genuinely don't know how. Oh, what was it? I wish I could show this, but it's a zine piece that currently is, still in production, or like the zine is done, but like they're still sending out orders and stuff like that, so I don't want to post my piece until that all gets sorted away and everyone gets their packages, but there is one piece where I was debating for the longest time if I wanted to do a daytime piece or a nighttime piece, and I made like 2 full versions. I picked a daytime piece in the end, but I was just like, I was struggling with it so hard. I'm like, how do I draw something during the day? I was just so sold on the concept of like, oh, well, there's gonna be a bunch of lanterns at night, and then there's gonna be like this soft glow on like the faces of the characters, and it's mostly gonna be like lit from below as they like wash out over the lanterns. I ended up with a daytime piece, but that was difficult. I was trying really hard not to make the sun extremely dramatic. I don't really think I got the vibe I was going for, but I liked how it turned out in general, so we'll see. Yeah, there's a lot of other parts of art that I need to focus on. I really want to just go into like learning rendering and coloring, things like that, but I worried about becoming one of those artists that over-renders things. And then like the basic stuff behind it is kind of lost. So I kind of really want to learn more about like composition and anatomy. More composition than anatomy. I know I have to keep learning it, but like doing like studies for anatomy are just so boring to me. And I'm just doing this as a hobby anyway, so I don't really care too much about improving my skill quickly. I should probably determine a light source at least, so I don't like keep, because I'm not sure if you noticed, none of the light is quite where it should be. I feel like I'm feeling maybe some upper left corner. I'm always a sucker for having lighting come from below, and I'll probably do some like atmospheric lighting coming from below, but I don't feel like that should be my main lighting source. Unless, no, I'll refrain. But yeah, digital painting I feel like has been for the longest time my big art, the one like digital style I knew how to do, mostly because it felt most similar to normal painting. Not to say that it's like the same. They're very different like sets of skills and tools that you need to know how to use, but to me it's just like it's very it's just additive painting. Although over time I learned to use like the layer tools to make putting down the base colors a bit easier. So I don't have to do all the shading from the get-go. I can just focus on the colors and then I can work on this in steps. And it's only then I can figure out the lighting source later. I don't have to worry about it immediately. But yeah, all my like earliest art on the internet you can see is all digital painting. Well, no, most of it is digital painting. There's stuff when I first got a tablet that was like line art, but it wasn't very good. I tell this story to everyone, but it's the only reason that I started learning digital painting was because I was bad at doing line art. GIMP is not made to do line art. It took me many sorts of like years to figure out how to do passable line art in GIMP, and even then, now I would rather do it in CSP. And that was like making custom brushes and stabilizers and things like that. I like was looking at how people, I remember looking at tutorials on how people did it when they were like really young. Or not how they did it when they were young, but I mean it was a lot of kids, but when I was young, I was looking at how tutorials of how people were doing line art, and they weren't even using brushes, they were just using the line tool. Like, I cannot figure out for the life of me how to use that tool. Plus it doesn't have the like the line weight and line quality. It's a very stiff line art. Not to say that you can't have good line art when everything is the same exact line weight, but I feel like it's part of the nice thing about lines is the different sort of emotions and feelings and vibes you can get when varying your line quality and your line weight. At least that's what I appreciate when I see like ink artists, because all they have is lines. Or I should say black and white ink artists, because there's a lot of ink artists that I followed that I thought they were watercolor artists, but they weren't. Probably be going until, I was gonna say like 11 p.m. PST. That's like an hour, so I'll probably be going for another hour. I don't think I'll finish this by that time, but I think I'll probably get done with at least the shading and the lighting, and then after that I'll just be like render. Necessary, because the multiply layer is just going to get rid of anything that I can't draw over anyway. Oh, damn it, I did do that. Sometimes I will color on the wrong layer. I'll color on the line art layer. I really wanted to do some dramatic piece the other day, but I just could not get it to look right. It was like it was lighting that came from directly above. I'm not gonna show the piece because I hate how it looks, but I think I just, like, the contrast was like too low, and I didn't like the planes of the face that I was getting at. Like, they looked a little too rounded, and I wanted to have characters with sharper facial features, so you could get the feeling of the dramatic lighting a lot more, or you can witness it. It's a lot clearer to see. My eyes are like not the right shape, but that's fine. They're also not. Okay, let me fix this. Do I have any under eyeshadow? I don't think I do. I've been keeping a lot of OCs under eyeshadow lately, like all my designs, just because I like how it looks and also just because I wear it myself. So I wasn't sure if I had eyeshadow in this. I mean, I could always give it to myself. That's always an option. There is no one bounding me to sticking exactly 100% to my design anyway. The nice thing about VTubing is that your corporeal form does not matter. It is fluid. Reminds me, there's another piece of art I'm working on. I don't know if I'm gonna make this into like a model or what, but I do have like a I don't know, where is my stinger? Maybe it's like a little secret. To be clear, my lore is that I'm not actually a bee. I am a magical quote-unquote girl. I'm a magical like girl with a bee theme. I just happen to like bees a lot. We should maybe I gotta keep some of my secrets. I can't just answer so blatantly. But you gotta find that out on your own. But yeah. Bees are great, and I have a big appreciation for them, even if I'm like low-key a little terrified of bugs. Like, I have a respectful distance I will give them, even if I think they're cool. It's like spiders. I think spiders are an important part of the ecosystem. Does not mean I want them in my house. That was probably a bit rounder than it needed to be, but you know, same thing. Oh man, I feel like I had a dream. I feel about VTubing, but I honestly forgot what it was about. I feel like I was climbing a mountain or something, and there was like a party where like a bunch of like streamers were up there. I wish I could remember the details. I have like pretty vivid dreams, but after it gets to be a few hours, I usually forget them unless I write them down, or I tell someone immediately. So usually the first thing I do when I wake up, if my friends are available, I'll just like dump my dreams on them, but my friends have not been awake at the same time that I have been, so I have not been able to to do that. I guess I could type it out, but that takes a long time, so I don't bother. My dreams tend to correlate with like the last thing that I was thinking of before going to sleep. That or just really mundane stuff like you're late for school, you showed up to school naked, or like things like that. I feel like dreams everyone has, or I have a lot of dreams about being late for the bus, but that's gone down in recent times because I don't ride the bus anymore. But there's a lot of dreams about being late for things, or missing something, or missing out on an opportunity. Those are still all the same. Missing a class. That are just video games I was playing. or we were talking about this in class today. We weren't talking about I was thinking like this is very Inception like, which maybe speaks more to my pop culture mind than my philosophy mind, but we were talking about I think it was Descartes' Meditations, about dreams and reality, about how you couldn't actually like tell the two apart, but you know reality still has like meaning or whatever. Like if you can't fundamentally like accept something around you as true, then like or at least something that there is something that is true, then like you're gonna be doubting everything. That's kind of what my interpretation is. I'm probably misreading it, but one of the things we were talking about was in Meditations was I'm gonna make sure that it's Descartes. I'm gonna feel really stupid if it's not Descartes. Oh, wrong one. But essentially, he's just sitting there by the fireplace, and I think it. Yes, it is Descartes. He's sitting there by the fireplace, and he's like, "How could I know that I'm not actually asleep in my bed, dreaming, like, and not like what I think I'm doing, which is writing down like these thoughts that I have." And the thing that got me so shook, because my teacher was asking us, like, have you ever had a dream like that? And I'm like, oh, I can name so many. There are still some dreams that I'm still not sure if they were dreams or if I were awake, because they were really mundane things. Like, what was one? There was one where I just, like, kept, it wasn't that I was like hitting my alarm, but I was like sitting up in bed and I was like doing something, but like my alarm went off, but then like my alarm went off for real and I woke up and like, wait, because this happens from time to time. I will fall asleep without realizing it. Like I'll fall asleep in the middle of doing something and I didn't even realize time passed. Like, did I just fall asleep or was that a dream within a dream? Or one time, this happened like 3 consecutive times in a row. I woke up, I would think, man, I'm hungry. I go to get something to eat. As I get to the kitchen or something, or I go talk to my mom about like getting lunch, I wake up in my bed again. I'm like, and I thought, that's weird, I must have been asleep. And so I wake up, I go get lunch because I think that would be like, I'm hungry, that was a great idea. I had dream me and I wake up again. It's happened 3 times in a row and I was kind of freaked out when I woke up. Yeah, that's exactly Inception. Like, oh, I get it. But Inception in like the boringest way possible. I had dreams within dreams. I had like a 7-layer dream once. And this is when I first started noting that this happens to me a lot. But it was like in middle or high school that I had this dream. And I had written part of it down. Which is why I kind of remember it so vividly. Also, I just told it a lot because I couldn't believe that I had a dream like this. But the actual story is not really important. You know, we were going on like a little fun space adventure, but we were also Girl Scouts or I don't know. But near the end, there were 3 layers of the dream that were just, I woke up and my friends were in the dream, so I decided to tell them. I woke up in class and I'm like, oh my god, sorry, I just fell asleep in class. Like I just had the wildest dream about like everyone. And then I was like in class. I was not sitting in the seat that I normally sit in. And I feel like that should have been like the biggest clue that this was a dream. And so I started telling my friends like, oh my god, this, dream like was so intense, and like all you guys were there, and there were so many cool things that happened. They're just recounting the whole thing, and then as soon as like I'm done, they're like, you should write a book about this. And I thought, oh man, I totally should. And then I wake up in the same classroom but in my correct seat. So I was very convinced that I was awake because I already woken up several times. And then I told them again, like, man, I just had this crazy dream. And then in the dream, you guys told me that I should write a book about my dream. And they're like, yeah. Oh my god. I like when I finally went to school like the next day and I told them about it, they were like they were like, how do you know that this isn't a dream? And I'm like, don't. I wasn't really concerned about it, but it's still a little spooky. I'm of the firm believer that even if I am within a dream, this is the reality. This is the only reality that I can perceive, so I shouldn't worry about any other realities that may exist, that my unconscious body may exist in. Like, if I found out I was in the Matrix, I might be like a little upset and unsettled, but I feel like I would genuinely be fine. I'd be like, okay, well that literally doesn't affect me. If I had never known this information, then I would have never, like, I would have never been bothered by, like, I don't know, there's, like, literally nothing that, like, the outside world could do to affect me, so why would I care? I'm one of those, it's been a long time since I've watched The Matrix, and I know this is one of the most iconic references, but, like, I don't remember which one is blue pill and which one is red pill. I'm one of those undefined pill colors people. Yeah, because if it's the only reality that I'd ever experienced, then why would I care? I know there's people actively trying to break others out of the Matrix, but yeah, if it's the only reality I'll ever physically experience, then why would I care about outside realities? If we found out that we were living in a simulation today, I feel like a lot of people would freak out, but I'd be like, okay, well, that doesn't change the fact that I have exams and that I'm still trying to get a job in this reality, so it doesn't matter to me. Which sounds like kind of it feels very sheepish to say, but you know. I think we might be almost done with shading stuff. To fix up some of the stuff at the bottom, and then the flower needs to be fixed up here. Man, I don't even recognize what song this is. It's played several times, but I genuinely don't remember which song it is in the soundtrack. Oh well, I'm gonna be playing Genshin later, so maybe I'll hear it then. Okay. I'm gonna be really excited when I'm rendering this gem, because I'm going to replace the sigil that was inside of it with like my own little bee stamp. Plus I just like rendering gems in general. Okay. Does the shading go like... I feel like that looks better, but it feels wrong. Okay, I'm gonna pull up my Twitch. Oh heck, I just realized I had my little closed caption things on the whole time and I never actually set it up, so how? Okay. Yeah, I have yet to figure out how to do this. I meant to do a test stream before I had it on an actual stream, but I am trying to add, if I can figure out how to add live closed captioning onto streams, I would really love that, because I'm not hard of hearing, but I do have a lot of difficulty focusing on text, or focusing on speaking, unless there are multiple senses being engaged. So I need to have like both like auditory and like visual stimuli usually. Plus people mumble a lot, and or I just literally don't know what they're saying. So I thought it would be good to add as an accessibility feature like live captioning, but I don't know how to set it up. I don't know if that's been on screen for everyone or what, but hopefully it wasn't too obnoxious if it was. Yeah, okay. Is that just me? Okay, I need to figure this out. Okay. It looks like the chat is actually working. Yeah, oh, I feel that. I forget all the time about, like, my normal microphone doesn't have noise canceling like Discord does, and so it usually will broadcast literally everything I do. I'll be like shuffling around my room for my tablet pen as my friends like talk. They'll hear me drop something like, "Are you okay?" Like, "Oh yeah, I'm on the other side of the room, but yeah." Or my mom will come into my room and start talking to me, and I'm like, I want to mute myself, but I can't remember what my mute shortcut is, and I don't want to look like I'm disrespecting her by like looking away. But also like everyone can hear you. But I always try to make sure to stream at least when she's not going to be barging into my room, because I feel bad subjecting people who are like just watching for art to that. I'm gonna assume that these are like separate sections of this cave. So I'm gonna put like a small amount of shading on it. But I'll make it soft shading, so it's not too noticeable, but they are separate. Okay. Here we go. time to fix the shoe shading. Choose the eraser, thank you. Oh, this is so messy over here, but I'll fix it. Okay, time to fix the shading then to be a bit softer on the edges. Nope, not like that. Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Sometimes I like get through a piece and like halfway through I'm like doubting. So it's nice to have that like reassurance that I'm not like messing it up. Okay, time for general soft lighting and then highlights. I also have to shade the hair. Time for it to get orange. Ooh, not that orange. Oh shoot, also, braids. I forgot the braids glow. about time to do for detailed highlights? I'll probably keep the braid glow on its own separate layer, because that's just gonna be something that goes over everything. Maybe screen is too aggressive. Maybe I should just do overlay. Maybe screen for the white sections, because they could use a little touching up, but they also are difficult to lighten. Oops, not like that. I should save. It's been a hot second since I saved. Then I'll do... What color am I gonna... I'm gonna, like, do a thing for a second. I don't know what color I want to make the... I usually make it bluish, purplish, but I feel like maybe I should choose a pink or something. It would be better if I chose something that contrasted well with the... something like that. I feel like this is my default color that I always use. Turn it off for now. Okay. Some of these are not lit from the correct angle, but who cares? If it feels good, then choose it. I feel like part of doing art for an hobby is just being okay with, like, it doesn't have to be perfect as long as you're having fun with it and as long as you like how it looks. It may not be technically right, but it doesn't really have to be. Because, like, who's gonna yell at you for doing something for fun? I mean, there are a lot of people on the internet who would, but those people usually get chased out of this space. Then I'll do a screen. Actually, I should probably shade the other sections of the hair. so it doesn't look as flat. I'm definitely gonna do a lot more shading once I get to the, what's it called? Once I get to the rendering phase. I feel like the yellow might be a little bit aggressive now. Maybe I should pick a softer color. Yeah, that's a little less harsh. Oh, don't forget to, yeah. I will do that after I'm done rendering, or at least when I merge everything together. But I think maybe when I'm done rendering, because it'll make rendering a bit easier if everything's like upright on the face, because it'll make it easier to see if I fucked something up. Oh? Thank you, Lose Sanity, for the follow. Wow, I've already outclassed my last channel for for your followers. I say that like I had that last channel long. I did like maybe 3 streams on it. Thank you. Yeah, I thought Hive pattern would be good for a whole bee-themed layout, so might as well. I thought I could do something that's just yellow, but I'll be extra with it. Okay, let's see. I think I need to like figure out what I'm doing with the background first before I add this like atmospheric lighting. That'll just make it like really soft. I probably won't merge it down until I'm done rendering, because it looks a little strange to just How cheddar makes you want honey. I mean, you've come to the right place. This is where the honey is. But in reality, I am also craving honey. When I started doing this layout, all I wanted to do was like get pancakes or something and eat honey. Or like have tea or something. And I'm not usually a tea person, so I was kind of surprised. Ooh, be a cyberpunk OC. That sounds so cool. Yeah, but thank you for following. This is like my second stream on this account, so I'm kind of surprised that I've already found more than just my friends following me. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I need to fix the gradient down here because it keeps merging into the... I can fix it in render. It's easier to clean it in render. I keep saying that, like, I'll just fix it in render, and then watch as I get to, like, hours later, and then there's me who's rendering things like, I hate you, Pastly Gaia. But current me is just trying to get the vibe of this down first. I just realized I haven't shaded this gem at all. Everything around it is shaded, but not this. Oh, pixels are locked. That's why. Time to... No, I think I still need to... Maybe I should bring down the intensity of this, and then I can merge it down, because it's usually easier if I merge all my color layers at once. And then I can just add on top of whatever I want to be more intense later. Yeah, if Lusanity, if you would like to tell us about your OC, feel free, because I'm definitely interested. Okay. Wait, was there gold trim on here? I think there was. Either way, I feel like I need to get rid of a lot of this random atmosphere that I added, because it kind of lowers the contrast a lot. Oh, OC is original character. I should be working on my OCs as well. Oh my god, one of these days I'm gonna stream the OC that I've been working on like non-stop, and it's I don't know if it'll be an art stream necessarily, like there'll definitely art being done, but it's mostly gonna be a me screaming stream as I try to figure out like graphic design assets that I don't know how to use. There's a club called The Nest because some other things had a place called Hive. I didn't want to name it that. Ooh. But yeah, I feel like I should add this as a general rule in my chat. I always love hearing about people's OCs, and they could you just say the word, and like I am so down to hear it. I get really excited about other people's OCs. I used to be mainly like a fandom type person. I feel like weird to distinguish between like fandom and original character artists, but I used to definitely almost exclusively draw fan art, and I mean I kind of am now, but it's like mixed. But I love hearing about OCs. Yeah, feel free if you want to drop like a link in the chat or something of any art that you have or any writing that you have. I feel like I need to make the contrast too much. Papa cheeks. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Wait, what program is this? Is this Blender? What the heck? Oh my god, that's so intense. They look so cool. Oh my god, I love this render so much. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm like anything 3D is like so out of my realm, and it looks so detailed too, and the lighting's so nice. I wish I could like compliment in more technical details, but I don't know how to. I don't know the right words for it, but oh my gosh. Oh, I just realized I was gonna comment with a bunch of emojis, but I realized all my emotes are on my other account. Oops. Papa Cheek Clapmaster 5K. The person of many names. Oh, damn, that is a cool tattoo though. The honeycomb mirrors look so... I would want that in my own room. TBH. Where is Streamlabs? There it is. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my god, I like can't get over this. It's just so cool. Here we go. Okay. Am I gonna go with this? I feel like I'm just debating like all the same details. Yeah, 3D is intense and it's very cool. I always say that like if I ever have time I want to learn how to use Blender, but I think that's a thing for like futurely Gaia, not like currently Gaia. I'm still trying to figure out like animation, like 2D animation. I can't learning another program, but it's very impressive, and I'll like watch tutorials every now and again just to get the vibe of like. I'm very curious about how people like work regardless of medium. I started mixing all texture. I forgot the roughest layer. I mean, hey, sometimes you just stumble across an idea and it ends up being kick-ass, which seems to be what you've done, so... Oh my gosh. Is this... I think I'm done with the shading and coloring. Oh wait, no. One thing I forgot, shadows in the eyes, the three-dimensional objects. Shadows on the mouth too. Oops. Lots of shadows I've forgotten. Oh my god, yeah. I miss Bob Ross. I want to do like... I want to binge watch Bob Ross at some point. Especially because I have oil paints. I can definitely... I was gonna say, I can definitely follow along with him, but he works so quickly. I remember I did my... I did my like senior art project, or I guess it wasn't my senior art project. It was like I did it my senior year, but it wasn't actually related to me being a senior. My singular art class that I ever took, the professor assigned to me, like, essentially the project was that you had to imitate a style of painting as a pre-existing artist, and then you'd have to like go through your step-by-step process of like what techniques did you use and like why did you choose to do this. So she chose someone who had a really limited color palette but focused a lot on detailed renders. And I was doing a black and white, or it wasn't black and white, it was white and burnt umber painting, and it took me hours. And it was just like, I can't imagine also trying to mix in colors. Ooh, a Bob Ross painting in 3D, that sounds really cool actually. Like a little landscape you can walk through. But yeah, it took me so long, especially because, you know, oil paints dry slowly. I was probably using the 2 oil paints that they dry the fastest. Burnt umber dries extremely quickly, to the point where if let's just say one time I had a painting that used burnt umber and what was it, ultramarine blue, something like that. The blue took a week to dry. Burnt umber took a day to dry. So if I tried mixing them at all, it was a nightmare. But yeah, so I had to constantly be working on this thing all the time and touching it up every single day, or else the paint would dry out. So I was on a camping trip, and I had to bring this giant board, which was like deadass 2.5 foot by 2.5 foot, maybe more. It could have been 3 foot by 3 foot. That canvas with me everywhere because I had to finish my final. I had to lug it around with me on the bus, which there was no bus back when I was like riding the bus to get to school. There was no bus stop directly next to my house or like directly next to my neighborhood, so I'd have to walk 15 minutes up a giant hill with this giant piece of like canvas with me. I should have gotten a stretch canvas, it would have been easier to carry, but no, I got like a canvas paper, and then I just had it on a wooden board, which has no good holds on it. Where's the... Okay, there we go. I'm gonna move the don't forget to rotate sign to another layer, because I'm about to merge this down. Oops, don't get rid of that. Time to turn this some brown color, I guess. Oh. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, time to fix everything that got messed up. Yeah. I think I'll probably fix the line art and then I will end the stream, because I said I was gonna end it at 11, or 11 PSD. I need to like remember that other time zones exist. maybe a darker color. Thankfully, all these weird issues that I'm getting with the, like, weird speckling are gonna be fixed once I do the render and clean everything up. Oh, okay, I don't know why I thought I might be able to get this done today, but, trying to think what I want to do next stream, because I do want to play games next stream, but I definitely am not getting this done. So I think maybe I'll do like an hour and a half of render and then like an hour and a half of drawing, or not drawing, playing games. And then my Saturday stream will be me starting Persona 4 Golden, because I have never played that game before, despite being a big Persona fan. Oh, same. I have like pretty bad executive dysfunction, so I think that I get something done. Or, okay, it's half the times I feel like I did something and then I realize that I've been staring at a wall for like 5 hours, and the other times I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get something done. But I'm still staring at a wall for 5 hours. I'll feel productive and then I like, oh, I did one thing today, time to go to sleep. Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep my weekday streams as drawing, and then my weekend streams as playing games. I'm like figuring out my my schedule like right in front of you guys. Kind of add like more highlights because I feel like it's a little low contrast. I'll probably end up doing that in after render because that's usually what I end up doing anyway. Maybe I'll just add like a quick screen for this. Where's that addition? Okay, I can't use screen if it's literally white. But yeah, I haven't played Persona 4 Golden ever, and ever since it came out on Steam, I'm like, I should probably play it at some point. I own Persona 4 Original on PlayStation 3, and so that's kind of why I was hesitant to like get the Steam version, but honestly, if I'm gonna play through the game once, this long ass 90-hour RPG, I might as well play the definitive edition. Not to mention, they like buffed my favorite character between the versions, so hopefully they will be viable. I didn't get that far in my original game anyway. I only got to like the second dungeon, and I feel like I don't think I got to the boss. I got to the second dungeon and then I was just tired. I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I'll take a break. And then I can't find my controller charger for my PS3 anymore, so RIP me. I guess I have to, I could order a new one, but I guess I'm playing it on Steam now. Okay, I think I'll call it for here, but thank you all for joining today. Thank you for the follow again, Loose Sanity. Be nice to see y'all in another stream. I'll just let the stream chill for like a few minutes and then yeah, before I like end it finally.